Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Today, I got a quick one for you. The lighting in here sucks. And I found some downlights in storage that I didn't realize I had that were from my home renovation. So, I'm going to do the normal thing and put them up in my shop. That way we can get a little bit more light. Let's get to it. These are the lights in question, okay? They're just little light bulbs. I don't know if you've bought light bulbs lately, but they are way too expensive, especially for the high output ones. So, let's see how this is gonna work. Gotcha, Skeeter. Let's see. We got this one. It's a 4-incher. I don't know if we want to use that. 4 4-inchers. I lied. 5 5-inchers. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We have 6 6-inchers. 5 selectable CCT colors, 2700 to 5000 Kelvin, which means you can go from cold to hot. 1061 lumens. First, we're going to start with these two. I need more light over here. I've got plenty of light over the bench, and I've got plenty of light over this bench, but I don't have enough light over here. I don't know. Let's figure it out. You go back in the box. Probably blow this off a little bit. Let's plug in the air compressor. Ow, just cut myself on some metal. And almost the exact same spot I cut myself last time on metal. Cool beans, man. The color temperature is selectable. Look how flat this thing is. Usually they go in your ceiling like this. These clips hold it in place. We won't really need that. I just need to figure out a way to hang it like that. Here is your driver. Oh, hello. Cool. Which one should we do first? That one? Or should we do this one? Let's do this one first. I should probably cut the power off. Welcome to the high life. I do love these, the way they look, but just getting light bulbs is so expensive. Check this out. There we go. Regular light bulb. And we don't want to use that. I'm going to have to find a way to mount this right here. Maybe just a piece of twine or something. And then figure out a way to mount the driver. And I'm pretty sure I could just plop this right on top of the actual light fixture. And then we can plug it in from there. So that won't be too difficult. I just got to figure out how to mount this. So I think I'm going to cut the cord like a baby. Well, look at that. It's like a perfect fit. And then I can just put the whole thing back up in here. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. So I got to go even higher, disconnect this, and then run Romex down. That's what we're going to do. So this is what I'm talking about. I got to disconnect this cord, run that yellow Romex down, all the way down to this right here. And then we'll be able to hook up that old light hanger to right here, and we should be able to run that right there. But that's what we're going for right there. I'm not a huge fan of heights, but whatever. When you're doing electrical work, you really want to make sure that power's off, or else you really can shock yourself and it can be a problem. But obviously, power's off there. And so what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to unscrew these wire nuts. And this is just some, I know it's 3-wire, I just can't remember the gauge. I think it's 12. Take these wire nuts off. And there we have our exposed wires. And we're still going to be using this. This won't need to receive power anymore. And what we're simply doing is we are extending this Romex down all the way to here. I'm going to find the length that this wire needs to be. Starting to get a belly cramp. So now we have the correct wire length to go right here. Again, it doesn't matter if these do or do not have power. It's going to be in the socket where the power is, and I'm not going to have a light bulb. Yes, it'll be exposed. No, nobody will get hurt. This is essentially what we're going to be doing. This is the old connection, and this is where that J-box is up there. J-box, junction box, that's what that is short for. So if we want to keep this, I guess we can, but I don't really need to, so I'm going to take that off. Okay. These are the old connections. here's what you do with the new wire. Take your knife, split the casing open, expose your 3 wires, then from there, take your knife, extend it out a little bit, and cut off the excess. That way you just have your 3 wires. And then what you need, truly, is a good set of pliers. I lost mine, so that's good. Oh, no I didn't. White is your neutral, bare is ground, and then your black is your hot. If you don't feel comfortable doing electrical work, that's quite all right. So now you got your bare, your neutral, and your hot. Now, this side only had the neutral and hot because it had a bare wire for the ground already in this J-box cover. But we're not going to be using that anymore. And so basically what's up there right now, 3 wires exactly like this. We are going to wire nut these 2 together, then obviously attach our ground to the ground up there. We are going to hang both of these down. Now that we have this, I'm going to go ahead and wire nut this up there. I'm going to be using yellow wire nuts. The max is 3 wires that are 12 gauge. These are 14 gauge wires, and up there is a 12 gauge wire. So should be plenty big enough and a good size for connecting these. You stop it. I am in no way saying that this is the correct way to do this or how you should do it. This is how I am doing it, so take it for what it's worth. I've done a lot of electrical work, so I know this is going to work, and I'm not going to be putting myself in harm's way, but still, I'm not licensed as an electrician. Don't know if you can tell that. Do your research on how to do this stuff the right way, and then come here for how to do it the wrong way. Okay? Push them in there, and then wire nut it down. Nice and tight like. There you go. Again, not the correct way to do it, but it's how I'm going to do it. This is so stupid and so janky. I'm going to get off of that sketchiness. Okay. Let's go ahead and reattach our cage. And all of these principles apply. You don't have to use like this exact mount. In fact, I don't recommend you do this. Do your own research and do what works for you. Okay? Come on, baby. And this is the end result we are going for. And that's going to be plenty fine. I'm going to put the driver right here and we'll be good to go. Here's the driver. Very small wires. That's okay. It will still work. So I'm going to clip off these wires the exact same length so it makes it easier to work with. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? Good. Don't do what I'm doing. Or do exactly what I'm doing. I don't know. It's your life. Just be careful, man. So I got these stripped. Cut your shield. Bring back all the paper, including the paper around the ground. Cut off your excess. And then we are going to attach this to this. Neutral to neutral, hot to hot, ground to ground. Wire nuts. A great invention for idiots like me. So now what I'm going to do with this, slide it in here, attach this, and hope to God it works. Or I guess we can make it look a little bit more presentable by pushing it back in. Yeah, that's much better. Way more presentable. There we go. She ain't gorgeous, but she'll probably work. Let's turn the lights back on. Okay, place your bets now on who thinks this is actually going to work. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! It's not super bright, but it's brighter than those bulbs, which is what I'm kind of going for. And there we go. We have light, and it's much brighter than those bulbs, and I'm happier with that. It's still not a ton of light, but I think it's going to be better than that light bulb. These LEDs are still pretty bright, but I'm okay with this. Now, am I going to do it to all the rest? I don't know yet, because it's not super bright. I was hoping it was going to bring a lot more light. So. But for what it is and what it's being used for right now, it's perfect. So anyway, brought you along for the ride. Thought it might be a little bit interesting to see how a hack does electrical work. So feel free to use any knowledge that you gained while watching this. I should also say, please use caution. Don't be stupid like me. Always make sure that the power is not on with the wire that you're actually using. If you're not certain, go to the breaker box, cut the breaker off. I could have done that, but I know that flipping the light switch off cuts power to all this wire, and I checked it before I started messing with it. So just be sure you're being a little bit more careful, you know. But electrical work isn't that hard. You're basically just connecting stuff that already exists with other stuff that already exists that's supposed to go together. So, you know, do your research, have fun, stay a little odd. It's more fun whenever you stay odd in life. Okay, bye.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.